But I tell you what, man.
Oh shit, got the Maxwell.
You had I had to. You know something about that, right?
A little bit.
Yeah. So you had to play last night, right?
Yeah, yep. We played out in Grand Rapids.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
Grand
Pretty
Rapids.
good. First time at the Bob.
Oh, you played at the Bob.
Performed
Yeah.
at the Bob
I
before.
performed at the Bob a bunch of times.
It was a good time.
That's a nice spot, man. That's what I was trying to do in Kalamazoo at this building, but he was bullshitting. But he was trying to play like, you know, a bunch of people was bidding for the building and shit. That motherfucker called me like a month later. So what are your thoughts and plans?
See, my thoughts and plans was like a month
for
ago.
the building and shit. Because this building has 2 stories. You know, it's not multi like the Bob or whatever,
Yeah.
but it still had like 2 or 3 stories. Man, but it was a perfect model. The Bob was a perfect model for a comedy club upstairs like they had or whatever. In
Different
this building.
stuff going on
and
each
then
floor.
have something downstairs. Leave it the way it was because it was set up like some old 60s, 70s mobster type bar.
Right.
Yeah,
with the
Goodfellas.
booths and shit. Yeah, it had like 2 or 3 bars down. It had separate cigar room and all. Man, I can still envision that shit happening in Kalamazoo, but he was bullshitting with the building. He had a roof leak that he tried to play. You know, I'd be asking questions.
What's that dripping on my foot?
Oh, don't worry about that.
Puddle
That's
in
fine,
here.
that's
He was
fine.
like, yeah, he tried to play it off like
The ceiling
what had
sweating.
happened
The
was,
ceiling
"Oh,
sweating.
man,
That's all.
What is this pool, swimming pool in here in this room? This ain't supposed to be happening. And then, but now I'm fixated on the place here in Lansing that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
That club, that one club. I think it's still up.
Oh yeah.
Which one?
I can't think of the name of it, but it's
It's not the old Temple Club, is
It's
it?
a gay bar.
Spiral.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to turn that into a comedy.
See, if you
club.
turn it into comic club, you know they're gonna be coming down there. What's happening tonight? What?
Oh, I mean, like, we got a gay comic. Hey,
They can laugh.
Come on in.
Gays can laugh too.
yeah, they can laugh too. You know how many gay shows I done did before?
I don't know. Maru, how
I'm
many
just
gay
saying,
shows have you
coming up
done?
in the 20 years, you do some shows.
We just played at Pride Fest in Old Town.
See, there you
and
go.
that was probably the most crazy crowd we've had in a
I
while.
bet.
I mean,
but they there
were
to have
partying.
fun though. They party.
Big
They
time.
party like
Big
a
time.
Funny thing
motherfucker.
about the LGBTQ community, I mean, whatever it is.
I think they added a plus on there now. I don't know what
The thing about it is, Jay got to be open-minded about everything.
right, everything. How you gonna hate on some what?
Today's some anniversary of some home right now where they had something happen.
Stonewall.
Stonewall.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
New York, I think. When the cops came in, they robbed everybody and beat them up and stuff. And
What kind
and
of
then it started
gangster
a
shit?
riot.
I don't know about what's that.
Well, it's a gay pride thing. It's happening in the
So
70s.
how do you know?
It's 50 years ago.
Yeah, 50 years.
ago.
You was questioning my name talking about.
No. I try to research.
history
I
of
try to
it.
research some things. Sometimes, if I'm gonna talk about something, I want to know what the fuck I'm
You wanna
talking
be
about.
informed. Okay,
Sure.
My bad.
Fuck out of here.
My bad.
If you don't know by now, Ray, we already been recording, man.
Yeah, yep. I figured as soon as that Maxwell started, I figured that's our backing track.
Well, he's notorious. Well, welcome to Just a Thought,
Thank
JEST,
you.
man. A thought, we talked about this maybe 5-6 months ago when I supported you at the brewery,
Yep.
watching your band.
You said you had a little idea. Now
I had an
here it
idea.
is.
Yeah, that's
Here it is.
exactly. And that's what you got to have a plan first, right? And then go from there.
Yep.
Well, I wanted you to come here, man, because you kind of do the same thing I do because we both work at the same company. But you kind of underground because you talented, man. I've seen your band when you played with the.
Oh, you in a band?
Oh, what was it? Oh, say
You in a
okay.
band?
Okay, sis.
Nobody told me you in a band.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Tell your mama.
Tell
The
your
name of the
mama.
band.
Tell your mama the band's in now. And, Ray
I
has
thought
to
he wanted to fight. So this
No,
nigga
no,
just
no.
tell your mama.
Tell my mama
I was
what?
messing up. I was messing up that night. Kept saying, "Ask your mama," but just tell you.
Okay.
You know the one cat, Lucas.
Yep.
He's the one that used to work at the Dollar Store or something.
Dollar General, yeah.
Dollar General. He'd sing to the customers, and there was a Maxwell. He
Oh, I
very
remember
good at-
that. I remember
very
he
good
got
at
on.
singing. Yes.
Maxwell invited him on tour.
Yes,
so.
and he invited him to the
We
Detroit
got
show.
Yeah, we got to go to the Palace. and
Oh, that was
we all
you?
got- Yep. We
Yeah.
all got to meet.
That was you that was singing?
No.
No.
His name is Ray.
Same band, but
Same
Lucas.
band.
Lucas, is singer. He got
Tell your
he got
mama.
the viral video of him singing Maxwell Ascension. The one was just jamming.
Yeah.
And went viral. He's on Good Morning America, and Maxwell came on and said, "Lucas, I want you to sing with me."
Yeah.
So, invite him to the Palace for when Maxwell had a show in town.
Right.
And they did that. We got free tickets to go watch the show.
what's
So
up.
all you got to go. I thought it was just him.
No, yeah, we got free tickets, and we're sitting there like,
You
the
got to
crowd.
eat?
He comes out, we're like, "That's our boy, that's That's Lucas. Like, people behind us were probably like, can you all please shut up? Like, what is wrong with you people? Like,
Now,
it
was Tell Your
great.
Mama already a band at that point?
Yes, yep.
Oh, man, so y'all been together for a
was
minute.
right on time. That's called Opportunity Meets Preparation.
Happened a week before we released our first album. We
Man.
sold out that album release show. I mean, that
That's
helped
what's
a
up.
lot.
Let me tell you,
Really,
bro, I
that's
went to
what's
see
up.
him at the brewery
Hey, I got a job for y'all.
6 months ago.
Oh, right.
I mean, you still with the dude that sing?
Yep,
He
yep.
sing like that for real though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that shit. That shit
6
was,
months ago, I was supporting them at the brewery, and they came down. You need to check them out next time.
I got a gig for y'all. I done heard the nigga sing already. So
Blue-eyed soul, man.
So I'm saying though,
brown eye, I guess.
well, I need some soul music, some gospel, almost gospel-ish for my movie.
He's
Think
the
about
man.
it, Maru. When he meets somebody, and then he know he's looking for someone that's in his lane. He's trying to do right now. He gonna right at you. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
He does that.
So,
He does that.
yeah,
No,
Fred, just
Yeah, hold on a second. So I'm saying, because I'm working on the soundtrack as of today.
Okay.
So
Yeah, Luke's your guy, man.
Yeah, I need some band accompaniment, that live feel gospel-y, and a couple uplifting joints.
Yeah.
This for a feature film.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have a recording studio in my basement, so that's
Yeah.
where we do all of our production. Myself and the keyboard player, we wrrite quite a good amount of music for the band, and we could definitely like throw something together. So if you had like a vibe,
Yeah, I'll show you some clips.
Yeah.
Of the movie, and give you some of the context around certain
Absolutely.
scenes that I want. I definitely want an uplifting,
Boom.
just uplifting,
Go from there.
soulful, uplifting, joint for the community type shit. You're right.
And then go from there. But talk about it after that. And we'll go from there.
He like, shut that shit down.
All right, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Side hustle on my shit here.
No, that's all good. It's good to meet, but shit, we ain't gonna spend the podcast talking
Damn it,
about
it's about you and me, Fred. Damn it.
Nah, man. You see what happens though? You said what you learned in 10 minutes, room. You didn't even know he played drums. And didn't know the connections.
I didn't know he played something because he was over there fucking with
Well,
the
you know
drum.
him before, man. I'm just saying. You know the connections he had. So that's good. Lansing is not very big.
Well, it's called
You know,
6 Degrees of Separation for a reason.
6 degrees of separation. That's the Will Smith movie, isn't it?
Well, it's a real phrase, though. You are always 6 people from who you need to know or be in contact with. And Black Hollywood is actually 3. It's cut in half.
Wow.
That's just a fun fact. My bad.
Fun fact is always good to know.
Yeah.
This
This is the time to say it. You got that shit in your brain. Bring it out.
Comics, man. What the fuck you
No,
expect?
no. I think that's funny. It's good. 6 degrees separation or 6 degrees. Is it cold in here? Shit, no.
It's
Hot outside. 6
It's 6
degrees.
degrees of separation. It's 6 degrees of separation.
So it's always good to get a connection.
Like
Whenever
who you want to know? Who celebrity? What celebrity have you met? What celebrity have you met? And I bet you I know them somehow.
I met Rob Schneider at Connections.
Well, I'm a comic, so that just that's
Rob
all.
That's a given.
Rob Snyder, okay.
Okay.
You threw that out your ass.
That's the
Rob
first one I
Snyder.
got. Let's see.
You couldn't say Maxwell. You just
I didn't meet Maxwell.
So if you say Maxwell,
you never met Maxwell.
so if you
No,
say
Lucas
okay,
did.
so if you say Maxwell, my boy who is Kevon, who was in my last movie, he's a supermodel. He's the reason why I know anybody in Hollywood from 25 years ago. He did a music video with Maxwell.
There you go.
Bam, just like that.
There you go.
I remember when he was on set, he called me, yo man, that type of shit. That was when Maxwell first came out and shit.
You remember when he first came out, man? That's his album, the Ascension album, was just like, boop.
When he was on Soul Train, that's when I noticed him. He was sitting on the floor on Soul Train.
Yeah, the
he
afro.
sang that one song. I was taken aback. I almost took my drawers off. I was like, oh my God. That is a beautiful fucking song. Like, I was sitting on the couch. I spotted. I was like, "Oh, what's this nigga?"
Yo, take your drawers off, Jesus. All right, man. All right, man. We're going to go ahead and switch speeds with this shit. That's a damn clue to get the fuck out this topic. You almost threw your drawers. Maxwell can't
I'm
sing, though.
secure with my masculinity.
The thing that irritates me, man, because you're a music man yourself. What do you think about today's music? Do you think it's just overpowered by nonsense
Bullshit?
and people that's not really relevant? Some of them one-hit wonders. Some of them just get a click, a groove that people just latch
We
to.
making stupid people famous.
Yeah.
It's like since the dawn of time, the more simple music can be, sometimes the more people it's going to hit with.
Yeah,
more
that's
people
true.
get into it.
That's
and
true.
now it seems like there's
Don't worry, be happy.
ever more.
Yeah.
It's just like, just be stupid, don't worry about shit, and just,
Right,
and
just
the music
say any-
reflects that.
right.
It's kind of like indicative of where we're at. It's like, like just pump it out 3.5 minutes,
But damn, the talent-
auto-tune and,
but the talent gets
synchronization
I
lost.
and
was,
stuff.
I was
It's
listening to one of my joints the other day, and I was noticing I do 3 verses, right?
Yeah,
Motherfuckers don't do 3 verses no more.
3 verses and a
3
hook.
verses and a hook, all that. They don't do that shit no more.
No.
They just
Short.
repeating shit.
And it's
notice-
audio tune.
You notice how
Nobody's really
songs
singing.
are shorter,
nobody's
too?
singing.
Like back in the day, like late 70s and stuff, you'd have like the 10-inch version or whatever, 12-inch version of a
Right.
song.
Right.
And it just goes and goes.
Right,
because people are
right,
out
right,
having
right,
a good time
right,
dancing.
right.
They want that beat to keep
They want
going.
the beat.
Right.
And now it's just kind of people are like, about 15 seconds, all right, I'm done
It's
with that.
done.
I can't keep my
You know
attention.
that's
on it.
done. That one click with the "Oh, I'm gonna take my home to," that's about a 2.5 minute damn song.
Yeah.
I
No
mean, once you
surprise.
get into it, it's done.
Right. You supposed to be telling a story even though it's a song. So by the time you get to the climax, the song over.
He needed a couple of more verses.
Right, you need a couple more
Because
verses.
the hook was nice.
You ain't got
you never
me.
get
The
there.
hook
Never
was
get there.
nice. Right. You got me up. And
I
then
guess
like,
I'll go
yo,
use the
I got blue
bathroom.
balls from listening to your fucking song. What kind of shit?
Yeah, I noticed that about that group, man. But I was just curious, man, because you're in a band, and bands is not really around.
Not as much. DJs.
I used to love the
A lot of
time.
DJs.
Mint Condition.
You know what? We were taking our child to go shop around for an instrument, and I played in the band and all this or whatever. So Guitar Center began to explain to us how selling instruments isn't the thing anymore, and I was like, why? He was like, because kids don't want to learn how to play an instrument anymore.
They want to learn through the computer.
Yeah, they want to
It
learn the
takes
computer
work.
shit. It takes work.
It takes work and dedication.
That's what it is.
But they don't have any.
I-
They don't have any clue.
they don't got a
that's-
fucking clue. Opportunity looks like work sometimes. And so what I was trying to instill in my kids is the fact that if you learn how to do this shit right now, while your friends is working at McDonald's, you can just go to this bar at night
Right.
and play this violin or whatever, make a few $100s and be done for the week.
That's a
You know what
that's
I'm
a
saying?
Jamie Foxx
There's
story.
always money to be
That's
made
a
in
Jamie
music.
Foxx story with
And
his
if you
grandmother.
like one night
Yep.
you want to play country,
Cut-
next
right.
night hip hop,
Play some
next
piano.
night metal, whatever. It's like
you can do
can-
whatever the fuck
can-
you want if you can play one of these instruments. They don't want to take the time to learn shit. And that's the bottom line. And I already knew that from being a parent. And then when he said that shit at Guitar Center, I was like, wow.
But there's gonna be that one kid that's still gonna be old school. If you're a parent, if you really into your children, you really gonna make them understand that fact. That
You can't.
You gotta
man.
learn it.
They
You
gotta,
gotta
want
learn
it, but they gotta want it. Though.
You gotta want it, but you
I got
gotta-
some lazy
hopefully-
motherfucking kids.
well-
man. I told my kids they can pick any instrument they wanted.
Individual
but you gonna
situations
play.
do vary.
But you gonna play an instrument. That's my
What
son
instrument?
pick, man.
Bongos?
That's my oldest son pick, man.
Flute.
Man, a fucking piccolo.
Oh.
And they didn't even play that shit.
But you know what though? There's a part for a piccolo in
Man,
in
fuck
songs.
that.
Yeah.
A piccolo.
I'm trying to stay positive, brother.
He's 8'9". He gonna bring home a fucking piccolo. Come on, man.
Sitting there for 3 minutes,
Right.
ready with a piccolo. Are we ready? It's like, go.
You just go hey like
You ain't gonna see no
Jimi Hendrix or the piccolo
Right,
over
you
here,
ain't
you know,
gonna
like
see no
lighting the shit
piccolo
on
playing
fire.
on Jimmy Kimmel.
He be the first.
I told you I was gonna play piccolo, Dad.
You gonna be the
You didn't
first.
believe me.
He go, I wanted to prove you wrong for these 30 years. And I was
Now,
so-
did you play any instrument?
Yeah, I played the trumpet.
You played the trumpet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I played trombone, not trombone. I played the cornet, which is like a trumpet.
Right, that's what- yeah.
Baritone
Yeah.
and drums.
Well, if you play the trumpet, you play tuba.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
same
Most brass.
thing.
Yeah, most brass.
And I read it. I can't read that shit now.
I could read to familiarize myself with it because I still make music. I don't read sheet music. I don't make it a practice to read sheet music,
Right.
but I can tell what
You can see what you're doing.
see
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
doing.
cool. You go off a field.
I
too.
play off the ear.
Yeah. That's a good gift to have.
I wish. I'm glad I learned self-taught type shit, but I wish that I would take, and then it still ain't too late, and learn
No.
some of the boxed in
Yeah.
methods.
It's kind of nice to have both. I came up like playing guitar, and like then got into drums because we needed a drummer. Started playing bass because we needed a bass player. And like at first I was like I didn't want nothing to do with music theory. It's like I don't put in that box.
Right,
I didn't want
right,
to do that.
right.
And then like after I don't know about 1920 somewhere in there I started going to school for music, And I was like, oh no, I was fucked up the whole time. It just opens up more boxes.
Right,
I
but
mean,
if you do it the other way around,
it
you're
cramps
boxed
you from
in,
the beginning.
and you can't undo that box sometimes.
You have that mindset like this is against the rules.
No, it's against the rules.
Like screw the rules.
Right,
Like
yeah.
you know,
Make your own
like
rules.
learn the rules.
You learn rules after
But,
the
you know,
fact,
but
so
add
that you
on.
know, okay, this is beyond the parameter, but it still
Exactly.
works.
Add on.
this
So you got
is-
that like original like creative spark
Right.
mixed with the
With
theory,
it, absolutely,
and then that's when beast
Absolutely.
mode starts.
Right.
How many instruments do you know? How many instruments do you know how to play, Ray?
Drums, bass, guitar, kind of keyboard, and I can sing okay.
All right.
Yeah,
I've seen you. I've heard you sing before. When at the last time I saw
hand
you.
percussion and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I ain't heard
if you
y'all
play the
band.
drums, you ain't.
I heard you sing.
singer.
Yeah.
I haven't heard your band, but if y'all decent, man, I'm telling you,
We already talked about that,
we got a hot
man.
little
We're
film.
not gonna recycle this back.
Say, is this the time for my plug?
We're not gonna recycle
Tell your
it
mama.
again.
Commercial break.
New hit single.
Right. It's a commercial break.
Hey, you into sports, man?
Yeah, a little
You're
bit.
sports-
Well, I don't watch them like I used to. Just,
right-
just don't have time for it.
Yeah, 'cause
but
right-
I grew up playing all sorts of football, baseball, soccer, hockey.
Oh, you play soccer?
Everything, yeah. Played soccer for a long
All
time.
punk sports.
Because they got the world.
Soccer was cheap. My
the
old man
Ladies
liked
World
that.
Cup right now. They
Right.
played France yesterday.
All them punk ass
yeah.
sports. You still ain't named a real sport.
Soccer's a sport.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's running.
Fuck out of here.
You giving a fight to soccer?
It's a lot.
Wrestling, dog.
It's a lot of running.
Like, man, who want to?
That's the hardest
Who want to
sport
rub up
too.
against another motherfucker? Not
See, that's
me.
how you think it.
No,
Why
hell
your
no.
mind go there?
No, my mind ain't. My mind.
do your
Hey, no.
thing.
It's not my mind. It's
gonna
my
go
body that's
anywhere
going
else.
there.
Right, but if you do football,
It can't go
They
anywhere
went
else when
right,
you're
well,
rubbing
football.
up.
They get up.
You got,
They get up.
well,
They ain't squeezing you and shit.
When they grab you, you ain't doing that in the radio.
Motherfucker, you all twisted up with another motherfucker. He whispering in your ear.
What you think they do? Let's get in the huddle. 11 niggas in a circle.
You ever wrestle somebody with a boner?
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, yeah.
We had somebody on our team. We had somebody on our team that caught one. As a matter of fact, his name was Woody.
Papa
Caught him
John. Oh,
Woody.
that's fucked up.
And Ben Harvard. He was sitting at the bleachers, and I think it was some girls or some shit walked by, and everybody, and he looked, and he was like, oh. I mean, he was like, oh shit, this thing.
Yeah, the boner.
It was so. It's in my movie, Dare to Compete.
It's
Hey,
a rough time.
I
bro.
bet- hey, I
At
bet-
that age, you'd be getting
Man.
random boners all the time. Like, oh shit, I got a
We
boner
felt
again. Where'd that
bad
come
for
from?
him, dog.
I bet you Woody know about today.
Right.
50th anniversary.
Hey, I was reading somewhere that John Cena said that he was getting some accidental wood when he was wrestling in the WWE. I read it the other day. An article.
So then again, you talking about wrestling not being. I mean, you talking about soccer, but you talking about wrestling being a sport. And we talking about getting.
I'm
boners.
talking about the actual, I ain't
actual
talking about
sport.
motherfuckers getting high. That should never
You
cross
should
my
have told
fucking mind.
stories. You should have told stories about it. Then.
But
How
I'm
can you
just
gonna tell
saying.
3 stories about it if you weren't thinking about it? Stop playing.
But,
Fuck out of here, bro.
you confused me just now. That's the
See
only
what
way
had
you won
happened was.
You confused the shit out of me right now. That's why you won this argument.
That shit was- hey, you know,
He's twisting
hey,
the words.
Hey,
Right.
So you weren't there at
Right.
12. But earlier,
not what the
Mr.
The whole time I'm
We-
thinking, that's not what the fuck I said.
but you kept flowing along with the conversation.
That's how I got
That's what
you.
you're supposed
That's how I
to
got
do.
you.
I had a point.
I was just saying it was good. It was good to see.
Can I get a double cheese?
It was good to see the USA win against France
Yes.
in the women's. And you
It's
know,
nice to see the home team and be like, yeah,
Oh,
good job.
girl
That's
was like,
Megan Rapinoe.
You
Two-
come into the White House.
Megan
she was like,
Rapinoe.
fuck no.
She's the one that got 2
Yeah.
goals for
She
him.
was like, fuck
She's
no.
the one that took the knee, and Trump didn't like that, of course. But she got the 2 goals, and she reiterated last week, doubled down like, fuck no, I ain't going to the White House.
She said
That's
she
good.
probably wasn't invited anyway or something.
good for her,
Right,
man.
right,
You
right,
know,
right.
I don't know your political stance,
Like,
Ray, but
I-
you know, we at
I
the
don't-
G20 summit right now in Japan, and my man's
This
kissing Putin's
motherfucker,
ass
bitch.
right now.
Ow,
He
man.
put-
You
he
see,
getting
you see
pussy.
when they told him to say something about the election?
He said,
didn't
no,
even
no,
look at
he
him.
said, no,
Putin back here, he like,
My political thing is like I think there's a lot of bullshit that goes on, keeping people distracted. Don't like them because they look different. Don't like them because
Right.
they love different. Keep you distracted from
Shiny-
the real
shiny
things that are
real
going
shit
on.
going on.
Right.
But when it comes to Trump, it's like the music. It's almost more like shitty and like
I was telling him.
for real. Like you hear this guy talk, you're like, no.
It's a,
No,
I was
that-
telling
that-
him.
but that's what's going now, and everyone eats it up too. They're
Keep
like,
pointing
oh,
at me,
man.
though.
I was telling him about the shit we should be focused on is the shit like what's Kazakhstan or some shit where they got that line and it's two motherfuckers doing these Battle Award marches and shit, waiting for one to cross that, because if they cross, they got weapons just pointed at each other.
Ready
and
to
they
go.
taunt each other every fucking day at this line, and waiting like if a hair grew over there, they ready to blow each other up, man.
Talking to Mike.
You ain't gonna do nothing. Oh, I'm gonna do something. You watch.
Right. They ready to
Yelling
ignite
back
and
and
they
forth.
They
have
ain't each
enough
other, you know,
weapons.
before a fight start. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
And they're doing this right now, and we worried about Trump. If they fight, it's gonna affect the whole fucking world. They got enough weapons to fuck each other up and the world.
Shit, it still
And we
don't help
worried
what
about Trump.
it still don't help what he doing because he got his finger on the damn buttons too.
He can't even spell button, so I don't think he can find it right now.
Well, he over there kissing Putin's ass, of
Oh
course.
man, he got all kind of Cheeto stains that Putin draws.
He's like that quintessential like, just like old jerk who don't give a fuck about nobody, but he acts like he, you know, and people eat it up. They're like, oh, he cares about the middleman.
Let me ask you
and all these
this.
white people
I don't
are like,
All right, we can be fucking racist again. Hell yeah! God, I was getting tired of being so PC to these
Everybody thought he gonna
goddamn,
be
you know, like,
dead.
whoa, like, no, no.
Gonna be
and
dead.
we've come a long way. Let's keep going. Don't go with it backwards with this bullshit. Start hating each other because we look different and all this bullshit.
because of him,
So you understand?
He stokes that flame.
You
Oh,
understand?
big time.
You
Because of him, I
understand?
don't like oranges no more. I don't like Syracuse. I don't like the color orange.
Sherbert, I can't.
I don't
Have
like
you,
Sherbert.
have you lost a lot of friends because of their political views? Because it used to be a thing where you didn't talk about politics and religion. Now people just throw it on the internet. People
Fuck.
tell their
I
views.
have. I'd say I've said a couple people. I'm just like I can't get with you anymore.
Especially
I just
now,
just can't
if
take
they
it.
still see, because you
And,
see what's going on. You
But
know.
it's like a
If
lot of
you
times
are-
I just don't have that conversation. A lot of times I just don't do it.
Sometimes the
if
conversation
people wanna
needs
That's
to
the
be
get
had.
problem. That's
They
the
start
problem.
hitting
We
with
keep
some shit and
avoiding
they're
You
it.
like,
gotta have a conversation.
It's true.
We
We
keep
got to. It's
avoiding
true.
it. It ain't
'Cause
gonna
it's
change
easier.
until we had that hard fucking
It ain't right,
conversation.
but it's easier,
Right,
you know,
it's
it's like,
easier. It's easier. I had a,
It depends on where you're at. It depends. It's got to be the right form, and plus you got to have an open mind.
I had a white friend tell me that he was going on vacation and it was to a predominantly white country, and I was like, "That's cool," you know, blah blah blah. And he was like, "Yeah, man, I just want to break." I was like, "Yeah, it's rough, you know, comic, whatever." He was like, "Nah, not just that, just all this racial shit going on." He was like, "I just want to be somewhere where I don't feel guilty for a bit." And I felt that. I was like, "Damn," because I had to put myself in his shoes as being a white person, and he was like. I was like, damn, okay, I can feel that, like 24/7, he got this white guilt over him.
Hey, I'll fucking deal with it.
And, he got, and then in retrospect, I'm like, fucking deal with it. We got to deal with that shit all motherfucking time.
Man.
But for a moment, I felt for him. Like, I literally stopped. Was like, damn, that gotta be some shit.
Yeah.
You know, that's gotta be some shit. You gotta watch every day. But nigga, that's us every day.
Every single day.
I snapped out of it.
And
I was like, oh,
you know, like
that's us.
talk.
You get out of this. Back to reality.
Right, I was back to reality. Because you can hear the music coming over my brain like,
Yeah, man, that's gotta be rough.
Man, that's gotta be rough.
You know what?
And then Kunta Kinte hit me in the back of my brain like, shut up.
Roots, motherfucker. Roots.
400 years.
You know, it's funny. Hey, at least you thought. You know, you had compassion.
I had
You
compassion.
showed empathy.
For like 7.3 seconds, man. It was like, oh, yeah.
You get to 10, you fucked.
Motherfucker, I've been black my whole life. Shut the fuck up. I can't.
And
Ain't
you got-
nowhere on this earth I can go just feel good for 20, for a couple weeks.
You
or
got
whatever.
Grandmeister Cheeto over there.
There were good people on both sides.
Can you please
Don't
say
give me that
man?
bullshit.
Can you
That's
please
pretty
say that
good.
shit again?
Do that again, Ray. That shit was pretty good.
good people on both sides.
You gotta do the face. You know, no one can see the face right now, but it's like
got that shit too.
it's
Bernie
90% face, 10% tones.
Bernie got them Chris Rock fingers. Bernie be talking, he be like this. Going,
Did you watch the Democratic?
Man, that
No.
shit.
You guys see that thing with the accordion?
Camilla Sanders would never beat Trump because, first of all, she was a big
She-
Trump campaign contributor, and he would.
Kamala
I
Harris.
don't want.
Yeah.
Yeah, Camilla. What did I call her?
Camilla. It's Kamala.
Something.
Kamala. Whatever.
Kamala Harris.
But
Kamala Harris. Sorry.
She done locked a lot of black people up.
Oh my God!
So,
I know.
don't
I know.
wanna hear
I know.
from
Just
her.
because she black
the
doesn't
smartest person
mean.
up there was Yang. Yang answered every question. He didn't give no backstory, no kind. He answered every question up straight and forward. His $1,000 a month plan to me.
Yeah, I was
is
gonna say, is that
genius.
the one?
It's
But
genius.
it costs trillions of dollars. Did they give an answer? Did he answer
he
where
answered
it came
every
from?
question.
Where did it come from? What did he say it's gonna come from?
What the money? Because he gave an example. Amazon didn't pay any taxes.
Didn't pay no taxes. That's what it was.
Was it $11 billion? They didn't pay no fucking taxes.
Not 1 cent.
Not one fucking cent. So if you tax point whatever of companies like that, of people like that,
there you
pay
go.
For this. There you go. And then one thing he ended the shit with, and ain't nobody picked up on. He said, but what do you want? What are you gonna focus on your first 100 days? He said, not just me, but America can focus on what I need to focus on the first 100 days. If we give everybody $1,000 a month to take the pressures off their fucking neck.
Yep.
Then nobody listen to that shit. That's true. You can't focus on shit when you got, man, we need some lights. Do I pay the light bill or do I go to this?
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. If you lift some of them pressures up, hey, we need you to come out and handle this and do this and march or whatever. Okay, I can do that. My lights is on. You know, I got.
And then once everything is caught up, you can go out and spend some shit.
Everybody can participate a little bit more in society and do shit. And
boost.
No matter what, that money is going to go back into the economy.
Exactly.
Period. Or
Instead
what if
of
they
going
use
to
it for
like
drugs?
20, 30 people.
Right, but what if they use it for drugs? Okay. Maybe they use it for drugs for 5, 10 motherfucking years of their life. When they start straightening their life up, they got to fall back that $1,000. They can start saving, going to school.
That's a month.
Get their teeth clean, fix, whatever they got to do. That's always something.
You look better, you feel better. You look better, you feel better.
What if they sit around and be homeless for 20 years? What if they don't? What if they don't? What if they do for 10 years and then they come back and be decent members of society? Now they got to fall back. They got to fall back. I think you can, and then you can take some of the money from the welfare program because you can cut some of that in half because you are giving it out.
And people won't need it anymore.
People won't need it as much. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
it's like taking care of something in the meantime instead of like worrying about a more expensive problem
Right.
later. It's like people living in poverty for years and years and years. Shit doesn't get any better for everyone else.
But day one, you got to start the education. That way, in 18 years, when the baby finally gets 18, they learn financial literacy in school. They learn
real life stuff.
Real life shit.
Yeah,
so by the time they turn 18, those concerns that you have raised may have dwindled away.
They're a moot point because
they
already
now
got the
they have
knowledge.
the education now to know what to do with this $1,000 a month.
Mm.
Yeah, everybody they're gonna slip and
mess
fall
up.
away. They're gonna mess up, but you got $1,000.
But you got the people that's not gonna mess up.
Like you got people around there that's not gonna mess up, but you still got that financial literacy that they punch you with till you turn 18, and you gotta fall back.
And then
you got something to fall back on if you slip.
And there's something if you don't need it right now, you can hold it off.
Yeah, you can hold it. You know what I mean? $12,000 a year. 2 people get together, get married. That's an extra
that's 24.
And plus they job. That'll lift pressures off of our neck.
Off your neck.
We can go and fix some other shit in society that we need to handle.
Right. So he did good.
He did good.
He did real good. Who do you think is gonna represent though? They're gonna have
it's a popularity
They're gonna have
contest.
the Biden.
Right, it's a popularity contest.
It's not gonna be somebody that really needs
because quiet as kept,
really wants
that the crazy girl at the end wasn't as crazy. She was sounded like she was trying to write a book, but she had some valid. She was hitting the moral aspect of society.
Who's that?
Right.
The author that was up there, the first chick. The one that everybody making fun of, talking about she like a witch, and they turned into an avatar. They turned into one of the blue people.
Got into a wicked witch.
Oh man, no, they turned into one of the blue people from the movie Avatar.
She a good witch.
She looked just like the motherfuckers too. I was like, damn.
Shoe fit.
Right, but if you listen to her, she was hitting. So Yang hitting it from the financial.
And she hitting from the emotional, from the human side.
Right, the shit that we gotta fix too.
I ain't gonna lie.
Nobody want to hear that.
I ain't gonna lie. It was too many people, and I was asleep because I was hitting headaches last week from all this fucked up.
Junkie,
yeah, me too. Man. I'm gonna catch up on it. I'm gonna catch up on it.
Thing tied around my arm and watch it.
But the thing about it, every single one of them talked about 45. They all had to.
Not
Not every one of them.
No, nobody talked about. Nobody. Only one person attacked Biden, and that was Camilla.
I'm talking about Trump.
All right, one person attacked Camilla or Biden. That was Camilla. Nobody attacked Trump. Nobody.
They brought him up.
No, the only thing they said about Trump was one person is when Swalwell said, or what's the name said. Only thing we gonna say is adios to Donald Trump. Some shit like that or whatever. But but that was one of the talking points after the shit was the fact that they didn't talk about.
Damn, I could have swore they would have, and I thought they did.
I mean, they were saying, with Trump's policies, blah, 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 but there was no direct.
Okay.
assault on Biden other than Kamala.
Nice hands.
Yeah, right. You know what I mean? Because why? Why waste that? I mean, he already most said phrase or said a word in the fucking human.
Well, it's like Democrats took back a bunch of seats and stuff in this last midterm election we had, and they did that by focusing on issues and problems and real shit, not trying to make someone else look bad. So that's the same thing they got to do this time. Is stop talking about Trump and just do your job.
Right, run on
do your
merits.
job.
Get back to political conversation.
Oh shit!
Instead of no. That's what the Democrats want to do. Get back to political shit that really has to do with the American people. What Trump's doing has to do with his 1%ers.
You know who'll win? First motherfucker go fix Flint. That's who won.
Yeah. That's been a conversation for a while.
You can't be my president if you don't even bring up Flint. How you gonna fix shit? You can't fix Flint yet.
Yeah, Jaden Smith ain't gonna be president.
Right,
He's helping
right. He
Flint.
helping Flint. How you motherfuckers gonna fix shit? You telling me? You giving me examples of what you gonna fix? Y'all motherfuckers can't fix the pipes of Flint. Yeah. That's how I be thinking.
And that's what 4 years old.
Right, it's 5 years old. Yeah, you can't fix Flint, but you telling me you giving me all these fucking pipe dreams on stage right now?
Right.
Yeah, Buttigieg admitted. That's why it was refreshing that he fucked up in South Bend and couldn't fix the racial issue. So, motherfucker, you can't be the president because you can't fix 100,000.
Exactly. How you gonna fix it? Exactly.
Right. So
But he can't do no worse than this motherfucker now.
Very true, but I don't need you have admitted it.
You gotta go
kudos to you.
Yeah.
But you also let your ass about it.
It's like if you do it, and you fuck up and don't admit it, you fucked up twice.
Right, you fucked up twice.
You just fucked up once.
You just fucked up once.
Okay.
And I
so
appreciate
get the fuck out.
Ain't nowhere to go. Ain't nowhere to go but up. But he like, which way is up?
Right. You're noble in all your causes.
You got to think all the competition's got to be good for like whoever's going to come out on top. You got to hope that through all these people, we're actually going to get someone who's like good to represent the country.
That's what we had.
That's a hard thing to do.
That's what we had 4 years ago.
Every person in this world is only one person. It's like, unless you're like a mix of everyone in the country, you got like every ethnicity and all that. You've been poor and you've been rich and you've lived in the ghetto and you lived in the country. You lived here or whatever. It's like you're not going to be able to represent everyone adequately.
Right. You cannot be.
So do the best you can.
But you got to be able to show compassion to everybody.
That's the idea. Is you're not everybody. So like have an open mind.
But how could you ever show compassion to someone if you've never been in their position?
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
You can try.
How you gonna be where I'm at if you ain't been where I've been?
If you ain't never had to borrow $5 to get some milk on Saturday to feed one of your kids, then you can't relate to the struggle that I've been through.
But it's amazing that most of his followers are like those people that we're just saying.
Right.
And they just think that he cares about them.
Right.
No.
It's not even.
He's some rich asshole from the East Coast who's just trying to become a bigger rich asshole.
Pretending to be a Republican.
Right.
Yeah. I care about
New Yorkers don't even like him.
Like,
New Yorkers don't even like him.
No,
and people eat that up, man. Like people, especially like people like, out in the country and stuff. White folk out in the country, with your jeans and your tractors and shit like that.
I heard them talk.
It's like Trump. It's like, come on, man.
I don't like
don't
Obama because of his name.
Like you think people didn't like Hillary. I
ain't
get that.
dead.
But this guy's that much better. I don't know. And again, it's all a bunch of bullshit to keep people like
mad at each other.
Obama's
Distraction.
man.
Distraction. Wag the dog, baby.
Fucking hamster in a wheel.
Yeah. We taking it all hook, line, and sinker.
Let me tell you what. I'm gonna flip speeds on Bruce Lee riding the Fuji in the movie. Speaking of country, did you know it's legal to have an alligator? Did you see the alligator the other day?
I heard about it.
Let me tell you, I had my car. I had
in Lansing.
Yes,
alligator got
Kreitz
hit
Road.
by a car.
Kreitz Road. My car was down there yesterday, and the owner, not the owner, but the guy that works, the guy that works at the place, they the one that moved. No, the guy. No.
Black people don't do that
There's
shit.
certain guarantees in life.
No, the car shop.
Alligator in your house? That's some stupid shit.
The alligator.
Get rid of that shit. Then they get big, right? They get real.
The alligator was.
Or man, I wonder how they taste with a potato.
The alligator was 21 years old. His name was Wally. It was someone's pet. It got out.
Yeah, white.
It got loose.
Pet alligator.
Of course, pet alligator. But that's legal. You can have a pet alligator because they don't live in Michigan pretty much. But you can't have a pet raccoon without a permit because they're native. So it's like
What the
reverse.
fuck?
It's like reverse immigration.
Right.
If you ain't
Bring
from
us your
here,
alligators.
We need more
you
pet
can live
raccoons.
here.
We
Bring
need
us
more
your-
pet raccoons. There's too many of them in the wild.
Bring us your fish and raccoons. Right. Statue of animals.
But you can have an alligator. I had no idea an alligator was living maybe a half a mile from here as a pet since 1998, but it got loose. He said, yeah, we'd go down there sometimes in the backyard and the alligator be around, running around the backyard.
I was just
like,
telling
for real?
Kristen the other day some shit like that.
Fucking alligator for real.
Right. I was telling Kristen the other day, I was like, yo, people be tripping, girl. Y'all be having animals y'all ain't supposed to be having, and they be releasing shit in, like, the water, and, you know, we was just talking about this the other day. Like, you know, motherfuckers was like, I don't want these piranha no more. You know.
It's legal.
I know they can't.
Because there's no piranha around here.
Right, see?
So it's legal
I
to
know
have-
they can't live in this type of water, right?
Some. I mean, it's too cold here. for
Right,
part
but
of the year.
they'll last, if they last 10 minutes, that's too long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All it takes is a couple seconds for them motherfuckers to do what they do.
10
have-
seconds.
you can have
your
a-
leg's
Right.
gone. Like,
Next thing you know, you on CNBC talking about
What happened to my leg?
what happened to my leg? What happened was
A piranha.
fucking
A
piranhas.
piranha was hungry.
one of my people had some piranha.
in his natural habitat.
Son of a bitch, this is not my day.
Like all these shark attacks and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Everglades, all
well,
the pythons down the Everglades. People
You
have
could
pet
have
snakes.
you
and
could have a
they-
python
Right.
here.
And the invasive species just come in and eat it.
and eat everything, fucking
They
up the
get huge.
ecosystem.
They're not indigenous
Right.
to the state.
Right,
That's
next
what
thing
they
you know,
call it.
they
It's
gonna
not
grow them
indigenous.
legs
So-
back and be walking lizards around this motherfucker, fucking up.
Hey, I'm
I-
glad it was somebody that had as a pet other
gotta-
than a fucking gator migrating to Michigan.
I'll say
You know what I'm
I
saying?
got to raise my hand on the crazy white person gator story because I helped catch some gators when I was a kid living in Florida.
Oh, good.
We
You
kept,
went in Michigan,
We
though.
kept them. We went down this little creek by this
See?
little warm springs. Yeah,
See?
yeah. I'm sitting there in the water.
see the
We're
look
grabbing
on
the
our
babies
face?
out the nest. I'm like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever done in my life.
But why?
I'm hanging out with my older friends. Little fucking idiot trying to be cool and shit,
Right.
you know, all that shit. But yeah, we caught them. Took them in a little kiddie pool at my buddy's house, and of course they get big.
See?
So we had to let them go. My buddy kept one of them, got to about 5 or 6 feet, and then escaped
Damn.
somewhere in the woods. So
See?
You
See,
know what?
animals are smart, man. Did you see the article about the dude that just got captured because he trained that squirrel to do shit? He trained an attack squirrel, and so the squirrel was attacking motherfuckers and harming people, and so they put out like a warrant for this cat. And they
Because of the
called him-
squirrel?
Yeah, because of the squirrel, man. Like it was a Bonnie and Clyde shit, some squirrel shit.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it, it kind of validated me, man, because animals are smart. Because I done had a squirrel confrontation before. In my backyard, coming home from tour, man, and that squirrel shit is real. And Channel 3 did a news story about it, whatever, and I was like, man, I started telling the story about my squirrel. And other people started coming on. This one dude was telling a story about a squirrel incident he had. He had me imagining the shit. Like, he said the squirrel was like sitting right here watching the same shit he was watching. But the other squirrel who was still in his nuts and shit, like it happened for like 20 minutes and shit. Like for real, I can imagine the squirrel sitting right there looking at each other.
Conniving.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
Waiting for the dude. So the squirrel that I had an encounter with thought I murdered his wife. Like I found his girl on the ground dead. I was unpacking
You
the
didn't
car.
kill her.
But I didn't do it. I was looking. I was like,
I
damn.
didn't do it.
And it was the biggest tree in the neighborhood, man. And I was looking. I was like, damn, that motherfucker dead. Oh, it must have fell out that tree. Damn. So I kept on packing and shit, didn't think nothing of it. And then I look again, and I see a squirrel at the top. Look like he looking like he called his girl name. Hey, bitch, where you at? You know, he looking around.
Trying to get these nuts.
Right. I was looking. I was like, oh, I was like, oh, putting two and two together, looking up. I was like, oh,
shit.
shit, he ain't seen her yet and shit.
Man, I'm sorry for your
this
loss,
gonna be-
man.
Right. That's right. He had came down, and he looked. I was like, oh shit, man. And then I was like, man, I hope this motherfucker don't think I did it. And he looked at me again. I was like, hey, nigga, she was like that when I got home. I started talking to him.
He buffed up.
I started talking to him. I thought he started then he stood up on the tools and shit. I was like, nigga, what you standing up like that for?
Show me what you feel.
Nigga, I
How you
was
feel?
arguing with this squirrel. I was like, hey, man, I just got off tour. I got witnesses. I got other neighbors around this motherfucker.
I smell your fear.
Yo,
Like, oh,
yo,
shit.
so he yelled some shit. He yelled some shit at me, and then he went over there and inspected her body and shit. And then he looked at me again. I said, "Yeah, nigga, she been dead for a whole day. That's rigor mortis, motherfucker. Rigor mortis. You know what I'm saying?
Where you been? You know, you just noticed that.
Right. I said, I watched Law and Order, nigga. You ain't got no evidence. This is hearsay, circumstance. You know what I'm saying?
So you're looking around to see if anybody witnesses?
Right. So, but the beautiful part was, it was like a montage type of shit. This motherfucker picked her up, carried her up that big ass tree, man.
Like Mufasa.
And then looked back at me like, I'll be back, motherfucker. And then took her and put her in the hole. Right? I was like, damn, that's some beautiful shit. Damn. Continue packing some more. This motherfucker comes back out the hole and finishes the conversation. When he come down the tree and stands up on his tools again like motherfucker, blah, blah, blah. I was like, are you serious? Are you? And I'm serious. So I had to do a radio interview because I had a show coming up. And so I said, hey man, just rock with me. Just rock with me. And so I was like, and they was like, hey, I'm already got blah, 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 blah. I was like, yeah, man. I'm sorry, I'm just a little heat hype right now. I just got off from the police and shit. Got into it with my neighbors again. They was like, oh, you got into it with your neighbors? So I just described this shit and then revealed it was a fucking squirrel. The motherfuckers fell out. They fell.
Animals are smart.
Animals are smart.
Have you ever heard of a Darwin Award?
A what?
Nah.
Darwin Award. That's when someone Darwinism. They
Darwinism,
died with something
right.
real fucking stupid. I was almost a recipient of it because of the damn birds came back, bro.
Oh, did they? I'm telling you.
Let me tell you, the birds, they was resilient. They persistent as a motherfucker. I got deterrents back there. So one day, I had to call the people that put the deterrents out there. It wasn't working. So I tried to do what I could because they couldn't be out for a few days. So I put a log up there, and it worked for a couple of days. And they decided they was going to be smart, and they went under the log to try to make a nest. So I was going to put something under the log, but when I did that, I climbed the chair, pushed, and the log came and hit me on my face.
Damn.
Darwinism. It would have been a bad Darwinism because there was about an inch long, maybe an inch and a half long stick hanging out that log. If it would have turned over, it would have impaled me right in my eye with some fucking bird.
Damn.
So I would have went to Sparrow from a damn sparrow,
Right.
and I work at Sparrow. Ain't that a bitch? I was almost a Darwinist. Let me tell you, man, these birds are persistent. They came back out. They fixed me yesterday.
They have meetings. They don't be tweeting in the morning for nothing. Them motherfuckers is calling order. Tweet.
But you know what's funny? Right now, I can hear them in the morning tweeting. They looking like, where the fuck can we go now?
You don't hear this?
Hey,
Call the order.
Who we gonna fuck with
What's
today?
What's the first business?
Bill,
This
how we are on the
motherfucker
the Johnson residence?
we used to be at your
Motherfucker with the
crib.
roof across the street giving us problems.
Man, there's no problem with birds becoming extinct. That's what, you can have a bird pet, but but birds is around here, so how is that some shit? You ain't gonna have no
They
bird.
can have a
no
meeting,
damn
man.
bird.
Them animals is having a meeting. They cross.
I don't know why people have birds as pets.
I don't understand
Yeah,
either.
man.
They all around.
You want a lot of
place.
extra noise and the smell of shit in your house all
Right,
the time?
right.
Get a bird.
Right.
Junior will take care of it.
Yeah,
Junior liked it for the first 2 weeks. Junior liked that bird for 2 weeks.
Hey, this dude tried when I was young. We always wanted a parakeet. We was poor, so that shit was really like some exotic shit for a hood motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Somebody
that talk shit too.
Right. Somebody in our
parakeet.
neighborhood tried to pass it off as a fucking parakeet. It was really like a pigeon with Tourette's and shit. I'm like, nigga, that ain't no motherfucking. The motherfucker got a pigeon in the cage trying to pass it off as a parakeet. put some colors on it and shit. I'm like, nigga, that's a pigeon.
Little like crown on it, some frills on top of the head.
I know pigeons. Mike Tyson likes pigeons.
Is that
Mike Tyson.
a
Listen,
pigeon,
you
a
got some of
rooster,
your
what?
mama wig on that pigeon head. Shut up, man.
See the glue poking out.
So yeah, you're right. Animals can be
They
bitch,
smart.
They
They smart,
I'm glad I didn't. It was a mark under my eye a little bit.
They
It looked
gonna
like I
fuck you
got
up.
punched.
Yeah, I see.
I was gonna lie. First thing I tried to strike back. 'Cause
Right.
You hit. You want to hit somebody back.
Right.
The fucking bird. So man,
There was a bird sitting in a lawn chair watching your ass.
look at it.
Look at him.
They all over the place too.
Sipping a little umbrella drink, like, sweet success.
Some nectar. Sucking on nectar.
Got that.
I get them there.
I'm gonna shit on your truck again next week.
They do.
Hope you're ready.
They do.
Oh, I know.
They smart.
They
man.
get my car. I'll
tell
park
you,
under the
dog.
tree in my driveway. Like, oh yeah, I get some shade on my car, right? And then you come out. It's like the price you pay for shade is just bird shit.
Yeah.
It's like they're like sitting up there like,
There's
oh,
somebody
after-
watching. I'm telling you, somebody watching it all the time. If you get too happy, you're like, oh, this motherfucker watched this car.
See, that's
He
some bird
said,
shit.
"Cuckoo." He
That's
sent
some
out
bird
that-
shit, man.
Yeah, they sent out that signal. Somebody come on, they got the squadron.
flying by.
Fucking flying bombers.
They got their codes, but shit, I'm telling you, man, them motherfuckers smart, dog.
Closed catapult.
Right? They got a whole school of birds and shit, what to do in different neighborhoods. You go to the hood squadron.
Can't stand them motherfuckers, man. We done covered a lot of shit.
Huh?
We done covered a lot of shit.
Did we?
Yeah, we
No,
did.
we didn't. We covered 45 minutes worth of shit. We covered more shit in other programs. He always trying to look at time and shit.
Oh.
If the shit, if it's
do.
going and flowing, man,
Yeah.
don't worry about the shit, man.
I do.
I don't understand.
I don't worry
that.
about the bird shit, do I? One dude said, "Hey, you think all the birds are perspiring against you?" I said, "Yeah, I ain't saying
Oh,
that."
I read that.
He said it too. Perspiring.
Perspiring.
He said perspiring instead of conspiring.
Finish it. What did he say?
He said, "You think all the birds is perspiring against you, don't you?" I said, "Man, I ain't sweating it." He had no
He didn't
clue.
get it. He didn't
He had no clue. I need to hang out with more friends.
That's
new friends,
hilarious.
man.
I
Yeah.
read that shit. I was like, damn.
That's a true story.
Yeah, the true shit be the
You know,
funny
motherfuckers
shit.
fuck up words. I used to do it myself.
What?
Fuck up words. You
Oh,
think
yeah.
you know what you're talking about?
Think-
You really know?
And in retrospect, like 20 years later, you like, I can't believe I
was saying
said that
for
shit.
20 years.
You like song lyrics? You know,
God.
like, one of your friends is like, hold up.
Bobby Brown song. When
You know, the
every
radio
little-
shuts off. Like, what the fuck was that? Did you just say like, you know, like connection seals or something like that? You know, like,
Bobby Brown song, he used to say that song, every little step I take, you say, when I get your car, I'm all choked up. Other people you say, when I get your car off your duff.
What?
Exactly. When I get
Get
your
the
car,
car,
I'm all choked up. But it
Okay.
sounds like he's saying, when I get your car, I'm off your duff.
They
That's what
had
they thought he
blown
was
speakers.
saying.
That's what that was. Their speakers was
They had,
blown.
they had fucked up eardrums. Too.
Right, their speakers was blown. It was rattling at that part every time.
Hey man, you know, I guess I'm not even going front. It's been like I've been doing some shit today, man. Energy wise, you got to release energy somewhere. My wife, you married, right?
nope.
You got
Just
a
about.
significant lady, yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm married. Romaro got a significant other. My lady been gone since Father's Day. You know, she's for work out of town. I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of shit you.
Yeah, nigga, I'm gonna
Two
need you to
things-
stop
two
calling
things-
me in the middle of the night
Two,
crying and
two
shit.
things
man,
you got.
'cause
No, stop playing. Two things you got to.
I had to
Oh,
say
that's
wrong
funny.
number,
That's
man.
funny you
Wrong
say that because I
number.
got a story about that. Two things I got to say about that. It's weird. There's a lot of things that you do with your spouse that you forget about when they're gone.
You don't
Shit,
miss it
gotta
until
take
it's
care of.
gone. You don't miss it
exactly,
until it's
like fucking like one.
He
You
said,
gotta
like,
feed.
That's number one.
You gotta feed your kid. You gotta feed your kid.
Oh,
And
it's
you
the
gotta
law.
entertain
Damn.
them. All that.
Right, yeah.
But let me tell you, I got a call at 11:02 on Thursday night. I was half asleep. Hello, come get your phone. Your order ready. I didn't order no food. It's been ready for a half hour. Come get your phone. I hung up. He called right back. Come get your phone. I got stir fried rice. I got dinner. And he ended up saying,
That might have been my order.
I was like, I was half asleep. He looked at it and said, "How much I owe you?" I was like, dude, I didn't order no fucking Chinese food. I've been here since I got out of work. I'm sitting there, you know, trying to wonder why this motherfucker keep calling me. I hung up again. He didn't call me back. I'm at work Friday. 10 o'clock, 10:30. I called you last night. I'm sorry. I called you about come get your phone. And for my sorrow, I come to your house. Give me your address. I bring you stir fried rice. I bring you. At this point, I'm thinking somebody fucking with me.
Right.
Yeah.
You should
I for real thought it was the incredible location. I thought it was one of them motherfuckers calling me.
Next time they have a sitter to my house, he giving up free Chinese French fries. That's my order, right? That's what I'm saying. What,
You
did
like
he
shrimp
say-
fried rice?
Yeah, did he say like egg rangoons too?
Do you like shrimp fried rice?
Yes, motherfucker.
Because it's shrimp.
Yes.
Do you eat the pineapple chicken?
No.
Okay. All right.
But I can
See that look on your face?
But I can give it to Kurt.
I was making
I
sure.
give it to Kurt because he would.
Do you eat teriyaki chicken?
No.
Right?
Teriyaki chicken.
Do you eat anything besides shrimp fried rice? You
Yeah.
know it's shrimp.
Yeah.
Really?
I'll eat pepper chicken.
Yeah.
Do you think it's chicken?
Nah.
Ah.
I've stopped believing this chicken.
I'm just
I stopped believing this chicken a long time ago.
I'm just
At
saying.
this time, I'm not prepared to make a statement.
I'm just saying.
No,
asked
I think yeah.
Say, is
Largely,
that your
probably
kind-
the shit parts of chicken, but yeah, probably. You know.
Look, no.
It's
When you
good
go
though.
in,
It's good. It's very good.
no. When you go in, just be clear. This is what I say to him, like I did the sauce. I say, hey, is this your kind of chicken or my kind of chicken?
Right.
What do you mean by my kind of chicken?
And then you know what I mean. Is this your kind of beef or our kind of beef?
It's chicken. It's chicken.
What did he say?
When I went to pay, he was like, "Is that our kind of money or your kind of money?"
Man, they know that language, man. No, so no, that's the only 11 o'clock call I got. I wouldn't call it nobody. I do. Miss
So
my
did the
wife, man. I ain't gonna
food? Did
bullshit.
the food come?
Man, that food didn't have nothing to do with me.
So he didn't. What,
Man, I hung up.
But
I
what
ain't
about the
I ain't
offer?
giving no
though?
dude.
Did he give up?
Man, that's when I knew somebody was fucking with
No,
me. I
I'm
ain't gonna give
saying.
nobody no address.
So the offer wasn't real when he called back.
I hung up. No, I knew it was somebody messing with me. They said, "I bring it to you. I bring Chinese food good for you." I said, "Somebody messing with me." I bring your food to you. I hung up.
Can I talk to you about your vehicle insurance policy?
I was waiting for me so horny in about 2 more seconds. So I'm like,
Somebody was
"I'm
fucking
hanging
with
up."
you.
Somebody was fucking with me.
That could have been a real meal, man.
There wasn't no meal. Plus, I didn't want it.
What's the number?
I got it on my phone.
Yeah,
There's this thing
reverse.
you can think you can go. I did that. It went back error or some shit. So they know what they doing.
Somebody fucking with
So
you.
like, look who just caught up.
I'll be mad. You fucking with my hunger pain.
Oh, I was mad they called me at my job, but I thought it was funny the night of.
That's funny.
Yeah, when they called me like, "Hey, been ready for a half hour." I said, "Man, I ain't ordered nothing, man. I'm telling you."
Is it paid for already? All right, we'll bring it to the corner of
Right, because I ain't gonna give
because I don't want you coming to my house,
Oh man.
and I'll watch you drive away in your little Honda or whatever.
right,
while I
right.
sit right here, wait for you to leave, then I'll dip to the neighbor's yard.
Are you on social media, Ray?
I am, yeah.
Like you do? What is your Facebook?
Yep, I do Facebook for
What is your
myself.
last name, man? I don't even know.
Crane, like the bird.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. What are you playing next, dude?
We played last night. We played the Bob in Grand
Big old
Rapids.
building.
Big old
Big
building.
old building. Big ass. Big old building.
And we play. I think we had a July 4th gig, but that got canceled. I think our next gig is July 12th at the Crystal Lake Chicken Shack.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
He's talking about chicken. Wait,
Gig is a
You think
gig.
it's gonna be a real chicken there?
I'm
just kidding.
Again, your kind of chicken or their kind of chicken, like.
And
When you
said
gonna
it-
play around here again, though? Because you gonna go
we just
next time,
played.
man.
We
It
just
was
played a
really
bunch
good.
of
Yeah,
Lansing.
I'm with it.
We just played a bunch of Lansing shows, so we got to kind of chill out for a minute, so don't oversaturate.
But y'all do original tunes as well, right?
Yeah. Oh
That's
yeah.
what I
That's
heard.
the main thing.
That's what
That's
I
the main
heard.
That's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
When he
That's
said
what
his
it
name,
is.
I'm like, you were right, Ray. You said we wasn't gonna ever get out of this motherfucker. You were right.
You're right. The upper room.
Upper room.
I'm gonna
Said
step up
we
in
wasn't
that
gonna ever get
motherfucker
out
at the
this.
upper room.
He said I'm just gonna bust up in the motherfucker.
Let him shoot me.
Like so. Hey, what do you think about? Just sit on the drum set.
I don't think he understands what he's
See,
talking
now
about.
we
No. It went right
We
over
doing
my
a
head.
movie
I was like,
line. We
I was
doing
like,
a
all right,
movie
they're
line.
laughing about something, so
But
I'm
it
gonna
was
try and
funny.
turn this into my own
But
thing
yeah,
here now.
You
like-
talking about
We
life?
talking about the movie Life.
Life.
Eddie
Okay.
Murphy and
One of the characters' name is Ray, and he's like, you know,
was
when they
right.
real, you were right, Ray.
You
You said we weren't gonna ever get out this motherfucker.
You were right.
You were right.
You know what I'm saying? We next.
I
We next.
did remember saying something like that. We next, motherfucker.
We next. What up next? Where? The upper room,
The upper
motherfucker.
room.
What year did
motherfucker.
that come out?
Life was probably that was an all-star cast.
Yeah, it was all star.
Bernie Mac was in that
Bernie-
one.
everybody
Bernie
was in
Mac,
that bitch.
No, this could be 2007,
That's a
8.
later Eddie Murphy
Nine.
movie, right? Yeah.
Yeah, one of his best.
Yeah, one of his best. It's a classic. Classic.
He did no characters except one character with him. And although when he plays,
I
those
think
other
Rick
characters,
James was in that motherfucker too.
Weren't
Yeah,
they
he
play-
was. Rick James
Weren't
was
they
in it.
old guys for a while? Isn't that part of
Yeah,
it?
yeah, the end of it. The end
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah, that's what we talk. That's what we talking about.
Yeah,
the
they went
upper
from
room.
yeah.
He said, "Why you gotta be so nasty, Ray? Because I'm a nasty
That was a
motherfucker."
nasty motherfucker.
That's right.
That was a classic movie.
Hell
I
yeah.
love that movie,
That
man.
motherfucker probably be coming on this week.
Right.
I'd say it sounds like AMC or like USA or something like
Shit,
that.
that's
I've
gonna
seen
be
it.
on Showtime.
Right,
Showtime.
that's a
For
classic, man. That shit was funny as a
Yes,
mother-
sir.
And the funny thing about it, I know a lot of them cats, and like Guy Torrey,
Yeah, I got Chicago.
right.
I got Chicago.
I know Bear. You want your cornbread?
I really want your
He died and
cornbread.
shit.
Oh, he did?
But he was one of the first cats that I had met when I went to Hollywood. Shit, my career first started. Just a lot of shit, and then some by way of other connections or whatever. But yeah, that's a classic.
That's an all-star cast where you love seeing them just laugh the outtakes.
Right.
That was outtakes.
Right.
Don't laugh, that ain't funny.
That ain't funny. Don't laugh, that ain't funny.
You were scared, huh?
Probably took forever to make. They're just laughing.
He said, "What's wrong? Your mustache too big." That was funny, man. We can go on and on. I love movie lines, man. I used to want a game show called Movie Lines. They do it with a movie, which music. I don't want to do a movie line.
Yeah,
I do that. I do that a lot with Lucas from the band. Him and I, we're always doing like soprano lines or like old Jim Carrey movies and shit like that.
I like doing with,
the old Richard
Bad
Pryor
Boys.
stand up.
Oh yeah,
from where was he, like Anaheim or something like that, out in California in the 70s.
When he had the red shirt on, when he was sweating, like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, Richard Pryor. But
So
anyway,
you start getting religious when you're about to die. You'd be like, "Oh, please don't kill me, darling. Please don't kill me, darling." That pork you were thinking about when you know that pork. Talk about his monkeys and shit.
oh my god,
Hey,
Yeah, man, one of my monkeys died, man. Damn, Rich.
you will be chasing
Yeah.
you again tomorrow.
And right before he went over the fence, he turned around and looked at me and said, "Now you know I'm gonna be chasing your ass again tomorrow."
Fuck him in the end.
Yeah.
You want me
Over
doing
the street.
it in the films at Warner Bros. That's for goddamn sure, buddy. Classic, man.
He was good. He was so
Good lines, man. That's what we do, man. We just wing it. Sometimes we have fun doing.
see, I got to work. Richard is on my resume.
Richard Pryor.
Yeah, I got to work with Richard Pryor.
That's awesome.
Working for Master P, because he was in that movie Foolish. I'm not talking about that. So I can say legitimately.
Tomorrow's a walking resume.
Walking,
talking resume.
Kurt just now started saying this. He's like, God, somebody.
You say I went to the moon. Shit, I went to the
Turned
moon.
down a job interview real quick. Well, that's on my resume as well.
Right, no, but somebody
Just
else said
consider
that. Somebody else just said that to Kurt. She was like, I know, right? He's like, God damn, you done everything.
He does.
But I have.
I know.
I have.
You think you 145 years old?
I'm just curious. And then once I decided to become a comic, I had already said to myself, I want to do a little bit of everything so I have a lot of shit to talk about because I want my riffing skills.
You want to have, right.
I wanted to be able to say, somebody else,
Go off experience.
from experiences.
Yeah.
So that's
like a motherfucker that ain't never did crack can't say, don't do crack.
right. And I did crack. Not no crackhead, but just every now and then.
Yeah, that does deserve an explanation, motherfucker.
I
did the shit too. I ain't gonna lie. Back in the day, part of my journey.
Right, it's part of my motherfucking journey, nigga. That's
Ray,
the best high
you
ever.
want a testimony?
That's the best high.
Testimony.
He know. You done tried crack and put the shit in the motherfucking
I've
weed?
never experienced anything except for a high
gonna lie
from
to you.
caffeine and
No, fuck that. I done tried the shit. And if I said, yeah, I take this certain medication for XYZ, blah, 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 that's a fucking opioid because I say I'm taking it for this pain and blah, blah, blah. It's still
Same
heroin.
thing. But
It's still
exactly.
motherfucking
It's
heroin.
just prescription, too.
Right, just prescription.
And somebody getting paid for it. That's
somebody
why.
getting paid. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Nigga, I took shit
I hear
on
you.
my own volition.
I hear.
when shit don't make sense in the world, look for who's making money.
Right.
like,
And the shit,
why
the
is
reason
that
why
legal,
it's
but that's
sold,
not legal?
the reason why it's sold is because the shit is good. Crack is good. It's good, motherfucker. That's why it's so
The
addictive.
only bad thing is
Only
that
bad
you
thing
forget
is-
about everything else. In
Right.
life. So that's not good.
Right. So that's not good.
Say, wait a minute.
I just don't have an addictive personality. I did the shit because the shit at the time was available and it was a good high.
Yeah.
I can't get it. I don't get it. I don't
I
do
just
it.
had it in
and I
my-
don't trust. I'm too paranoid now.
This is 25 years, 30
Yeah,
years ago.
yeah,
I had it
I-
in my budget. This is
Right,
for rent.
right,
This
you
is
know
for
what I'm
light. This is for this that type of shit.
Right. It's a recreation.
But I ain't gonna
Might have
lie.
to move a couple
I'm-
more
I'm
dollars
right.
to the cash pile.
It was truly recreational shit.
I'm glad I did it because I have a testimony. Because I can tell somebody, man, that shit is so played out. That's so 90s.
Yeah, that's some old shit.
Snorting that bullshit. That's so 90s.
Because it's all about look, it's all about education. Because even before that, it was just pure cocaine. They was doing the shit on the fucking. It was in Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
They was doing the shit on the weekends. Then they go back to work on Monday morning.
Yep.
And then somebody else took the shit. Black people want to be involved. It was like, ooh, we got some shit. I take the cocaine. We'll take the crack.
You'll get here sooner or later.
All right.
Baby steps.
But that's what it is. That's what crackheads are chasing. Is that that original high, which is so fucking good.
And you'll never get it.
Never get it.
Never get
You know what I mean? So it's like, to me, when you tell me that part, you'll never get it. Well, fuck it then. I don't want to know. You know what I mean?
At one point,
it's
if you
like
had,
cigarettes.
Mind over matter. Mind over matter.
I got tired of it.
I didn't take.
I didn't
Me too.
take no pills,
Me
no
either.
patches, none of that.
Me
I just
either.
stopped.
Me either. It's
You
been
know what I'm
almost
saying?
10 years for me.
Right. It's been.
And I used to smoke almost a pack a night when I'm doing shows.
Man, look at here.
Yeah.
Look at here.
Wake up with a cigarette hangover. That's some
Right.
fucked
That's
up
why
shit.
my voice so damn deep.
What happened to me? I be using my high voice a lot.
Right.
What you talking about?
My kids was 2 years old talking like me from me smoking this shit. Kids, why you smoking around your kids?
I'm telling you,
that's killing them. I'm
No.
like, they killing me too. That's an evil trait.
When he talked, he had this one of his movies called Inside Ben. He has this one part. He got, you gonna have to come out.
Right.
Man, that scares the shit out of me every
My
time.
kids was like, Dad, is that you?
Yeah, like, listen to this dude. He's like,
That's crazy.
oh hell no! You got that voice though, man.
But you had to come out.
See, some crazy shit.
Based on a true story.
Yeah, my man, he does his thing, man. As you hear and see, he does everything. But Ray, man, we appreciate you coming to Just a Thought, having a conversation with us. We appreciate you not being shy like a motherfucker, because you'd be surprised how many people sit in that chair and don't really let loose. You know what I'm saying? You say what you feel what you say. We didn't touch on a lot of shit: politics, music,
Talk shit.
new movies,
Birds.
squirrels.
Perspiring birds.
The more off topic or whatever, even if it's off topic or to topic, is something to spark a
conversation, and it's always in
a
jest.
thought.
Yeah.
It's in
It's always
jest.
in
There's no
Yes.
blueprint where it's gonna
There's
go.
no bluept,
You
man.
just start something, all of a sudden you here, and then you go there, and then you go there.
Like
Sometimes we get out there, you got a real motherfuckers in.
Why are you looking at me?
Cause I'm giving you that.
Baby, come back.
You all right, Ray? We gonna have you on. We gonna have you back on here, man, for sure.
Appreciate it.
This is like our 14th episode. We've been going strong since March. We doing what we do, and we having fun doing it, man. So we're gonna have the bass player. Remember, I was talking to him. You still got that bass player with the mohawk on your tell your
Mike,
mama.
guitar player.
The guitar
Oh,
player,
yeah.
my man.
Ooh, do you know how to use a Korg micro arranger?
There you go.
Sorta.
Ooh, I've had that too for a long
Is he
time.
becoming
I
a
can't
wrestler?
figure out
Is
how
he
to make
becoming a
sequence
wrestler
like
right
I
now?
want to.
He's
You
becoming
know what
a
you gotta
wrestler
do,
with a
Fred?
boner,
We
huh?
gotta make a theme song for this shit.
I know. I had someone
And you
on the
think I'm like,
outside trying to do
I
that.
told him that. I told him that.
Or you want like,
Hey, I told him that. He tried to get people pregnant on the show. Nah, that first shit you said.
yeah, like early '80s like theme song.
Because at some point you're gonna have
going
to
now. You can stop.
Well, at some point you're gonna have to, because to monetize the show, you're gonna have to use your own shit.
I know. As long as we talking over it, we're good. Right?
What's it called? What's the show's name?
Just a thought.
Just a thought.
J-S-T.
J-E-S-T.
A thought. So
It's
that's
featured in the movie too.
Oh, you doing a movie?
I'll just let you know. It's also featured in the movie. Just a thought and everything like that. We got a segment.
Just a thought.
Right. That sounds like some superhero shit. Da, da, da. But if you come up with one,
Then boom, there we go.
But I'll put it in the movie too.
It's gonna be a combined force of something that you guys do, because I like your style, what you doing with, you beatbox like a mother scratcher. I can tell.
Thank you.
Don't stop though. Sometimes I get in the groove and you be stopping like, man, come on, man, we got to flow. You never know what you go.
I know.
And the Mario will talk over
See, I had
that.
an
I left you
idea.
hanging for sure.
I had an idea that we could go to a hotel room for the weekend and put a bunch of equipment in there
What?
and make
Yeah,
some
don't
music.
don't ever pause after that shit, dog. You
Man.
have an idea, we go to a hotel
Get a
room for
nice
the weekend.
suite with a
I'm
nice
trying
view.
to set up the
You know,
story so that
I
you
know,
feel
but
that way.
but
and
you
you're
gotta
not surprised.
You gotta speed that story, bro. You don't have no pauses in
Anyway,
that
just go to a
story.
hotel room and record some music. Okay, so
I did it on purpose. I'm a master at
Just
telling.
like that.
I'm a master at telling these stories.
You a master at forgetting shit too.
you gonna get
Come
that
on,
voice too?
I just
Go to a
I just
hotel
keep it there. Let's get a hotel and just get
out.
Are these rose petals on the fucking hallway? What is going on?
Why is that
But I
Vaseline all over the place?
want to do a lock-in for the weekend and record it, and working on the soundtrack and crank out a bunch of music.
Go from there.
Do some video of it too.
Do
some print
so I can do
shit.
a behind-the-scenes movie.
Yeah.
and put that. We are doing one, but I'm gonna put that into the movie about working on the soundtrack.
Yeah, man, that'd be sweet. I got a little recording studio at home. I can move it. We can use some of my gear. I got tons of
I
instruments.
got gear
and stuff.
too.
So,
Yeah, I got it hooked. Yeah.
with our forces combined, we can.
Where you live at?
I'm out in DeWitt Township.
That's close, ain't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
By DeWitt.
Yeah. I don't know where that's at. So
It's
yeah.
DeWitt Township, DeWitt.
Yep.
Okay.
In between, it's like Lansing, DeWitt Township, DeWitt.
Okay.
Going north.
I'm an idiot, so I don't.
I'm glad you admit it.
That's what they
I'm a
call people
witness.
from DeWitt, is a DeWittiot.
Really?
That's the name.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fucking DeWittiot again.
Oh, I didn't know
Hey,
that.
DeWitt's a
Okay.
nice community, man. They do their thing. You know, it ain't like Grand Lake.
In numbers, mileage, from here? Where we at?
6 miles in
Yeah.
back.
Oh, okay, so yeah.
Go by the
So
bowling alley, take that road to the airport, boom, that way.
I'm talking like in the next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause
Well, I'm gone this week actually.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, so
Second
the
to the
following,
7th, I'm going up north.
okay, the following week.
Yep.
How far up north?
UP actually.
Oh, you going past the bridge.
15 miles from Wisconsin, so way the
Okay.
fuck over.
Oh, I prefer. Yeah.
Why?
Family reunion.
Oh, shit.
Those are big.
Some people I haven't seen in my family like over 15
You
years.
tell the
what's up.
brothers I said, hey,
That's what's up.
not one.
That's what's up.
Not one. You will not see one brother.
No.
Exactly. See how
No.
you just switch? See how you switch speeds? Like, you right in the movie? Like,
Like,
no.
You were saying, you were like, not one. I was like, I didn't really catch what you're saying. You're like, one brother.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
No, you will see a brother, not no brother.
Yeah, we gonna work it out though. I want to do that.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Actually, the weekend of the 19th and 20th in July.
I got it in my memory bank. I'm gonna go home and look at the calendar.
It's in the middle of Rolodex.
Cause I want to make sure Cliff's son can come. Cause he plays the keyboard too. 11-year-old kid. He can do his thing.
Binding tie. Cliff is in the movie as well.
Yeah, and then one other producer. So yeah, you said the week of the 19th.
I think so, yeah. I don't have any gigs.
So we got it all set, right?
Yeah, man.
Is everything good?
I think so.
This how I work. This how I do though. Like in Hollywood, they be at the club or the bar, be in the middle of the night. Like Will Smith, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, that shit happened in the middle of the night. That deal was made in the middle. They woke up lawyers in the middle of the night, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, to make that show happen by Monday morning.
Yeah.
Nice story.
That's how I am. That's how I
Networking doesn't sleep, man.
Right. That's when you die. God damn it.
Fade out music.
That's when you die. Hey, Ray, thanks for coming, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Thanks for
Thank
being
you,
here,
Fred.
Ray.
Thanks,
Maru,
This is the longest show, Ray.
this has been Just a Thought. This is Fred Potter.
I'm out.
It's been Ray Jenkins. Ray. Ray Crane was in
Yes,
special
yeah.
guest. We appreciate
Thank you.
Ray with his
Appreciate
expertise,
it.
knowledge, and his conversation, man. Come back.
Thank you.
In
All right, man.
idiosyncrasies.
Yeah, y'all get y'all shit together after you push